June is Pride Month, and while many of the normal activities aren't happening due to COVID, Capitol Hill Pride is a go in Seattle. Here is the flyer for the event. Capitol Hill Pride 2021. There will be a march and rally on June 26th and 27th with festivities at Seattle's Cal Anderson Park. But absent from those festivities will be Seattle Police. The organizers of Capitol Hill Pride put out a statement on their website saying, in part, invitation to everyone, LGBTQ and anyone of any orientation, color, background, race, nationality, and nonprofit organizations to march in support of diversity and equality, except police. Yes, everyone is welcome at this event celebrating diversity and equality, except the police. Organizers went on to write, Capitol Hill Pride is dedicated to creating a safe environment and an atmosphere free of fear and avoid any conflict scenarios with the police department, which is why we are asking this year they stay at the perimeters. So first, I feel obligated to point out what happened the last time police were forced to stay at the perimeters of Cal Anderson Park. I'm referring, of course, to the Occupy protest known as CHOP, where people died in part because police were chased out by unruly crowds. A year later, I thought for sure we would have learned our lesson about police-free zones, but apparently not. Now, the safety aspect aside, this shunning of police absolutely confounds me. SPD has been part of Pride celebrations in the city for years, often marching in larger Pride parade, which is not tied to the Capitol Hill event, although officers do typically attend both. After all, there are many LGBTQ members of SPD, people who want and deserve to be able to celebrate Pride Month as the person they are, who ought to be able to be proud of their identity while also being proud of their service to the city. You know, I got an email from an SPD sergeant and his husband who are upset, understandably, by the decision to ban officers from the Capitol Hill event, and I want to read part of that email to you. They wrote in part, "We know all too well what it means to feel rejected, hated, or closeted. What we are seeing with this ban of police officers is truly all of the above. Even if they were to say non-uniformed officers can come, they are still asking or pressuring someone to hide their identity." They went on to write, "There are many LGBTQ plus officers on the force, and they were just told by their own community, your kind is not welcome here." You know, the idea that some in the LGBTQ community would shun LGBTQ officers reminds me of another story. When this time last year, as unrest consumed the city, I heard from black officers who were targeted for hate by demonstrators.
They picked out all the black officers, all of the officers of color, and it was a how dare you do this job.
And like Monique said, the people's sentiment is how dare you pick this profession? Why are you over there? You're on the wrong side. You're not with us.
I couldn't understand, I couldn't grasp why those protesters who believe policing is a racist institution would try to alienate officers of color.
We have to get involved. We have to take our spots in these type of jobs so we can have our voice, so we can help out, so we can see both sides and every side of everything going on. But if we want to stand on the outside and make all the excuses, how are we going to be part of the solution?
So here we are, in this time when police departments are under constant pressure to improve, to better reflect the communities they serve, both, by the way, worthy demands. Yet at every turn, some so-called activists are alienating the very officers they should embrace. So as other community members do the hard work to actually build a better system, beware of the people who just want to tear it down. Because if they don't want LGBTQ officers and they don't want black officers, I'm left to assume that the only thing they really want is attention.